Once upon a time, a man was traveling in a foreign land. He was in a rush because he wanted to get to his next stop before everybody else so that he can get the best room in the hotel. One day, he saw a book by the side of the road, and for some reason he couldn't explain, he stopped and picked up the book and began to read. It was a strange book to him, a book of many books. It was entitled the Bible. It seemed to be written over 1,000 years, with at least 30 different authors. None of them was familiar to him. As he read through the book, it appeared the veil of his remotest memory was being lifted, and the voice of the main character of the book was becoming familiar. He was scared and was tempted to put down the book, but a small voice in his heart nudged him to continue. When he got to the last one-third of the book, things began to change. His icy heart melted, and a heavy burden was slowly being lifted off his shoulder. He felt like a small bird coming out of a locked cage, and he was able to fly again. He was so happy and excited. But at the same time, he was also afraid. He was worried that because he was so small, he will not be able to weather the storm that may come his way. As the fear began to mount up, a tender assurance was rising from his heart, telling him that he will be held in a strong hand and get carried through the fierce storm. He will see the beautiful rainbow at the end. In that very moment, his urge to rush subsided. He was not sure if he would still get the best room in the hotel, but he knew he was now in a different race, a race not of his choosing, but a race set by the author of the book. It will be a good and meaningful race. He was wondering what kind of room will be there for him when the race is over.